What's up, everyone? Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com. I'm here with NPC Bodybuilder Frank Seese. Frank, how are you today?
82 years old.
82 years old, competing here at the Baltimore Gladiator Rich Siegelman show. Talk to us, Frank, about how you got involved with bodybuilding, because it's been a while, right?
Yeah, I've done strength training for a long time, but then when I was in high school for like 11 years as assistant principal, I got close to some of the kids through the weight room, and particularly one or two guys who I sort of took under my wing because they always were in trouble. And the weight room was one way I could work with them.
Sure.
So I got a return for what I gave them, because 7 years ago, when my wife died, I started sticking around the house, and the young man who I was training in high school knocked on my door and said, "Come on, we'll get you out of the house and back into the gym." That was 7 years ago. And he's been training. His name is Jimmy Johnston, and he was my kid at high school. He's sort of my adopted son. So we joined the gym. We joined two gyms, and the one that Snap Fitness in Gainesville, which is owned by Chris Lofat, he pulled me aside and said he could train me for posing if I would do it. And he said, I think that you would be able to get an inspiration for people who are older. So I said, if you think that's true, I'll try it. And so here I am.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, the whole thing with the gym too, I mean, helping youth, you know, I think when youngsters especially don't have anything to do, anywhere to go, unfortunately sometimes they find the streets.
That's true.
And it's a life of crime, and it's a downward spiral from there.
Well, and you can get closer to them, and this particular Jimmy needed my advice, and I needed to help him. Like, he's actually become my adopted son. I see him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then in terms of education also, you were an assistant principal for how long?
I was assistant principal for 11 years. I was in education for 32 years.
Right, because you had said you went to Germany also to teach English.
Well, after I retired from Prince William County, I went overseas and taught for the military at the base 2 years in Germany and 2 years in England.
Right.
It was a great experience.
Fantastic. And you are on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook.
And your name one more time?
Frank Seese.
There you go. So for Frank Seese, Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com.